Video is brought to you by CatBeast.com. Design your own custom snapbacks and hats. This video is brought to you by CatBeast.com. Design your own custom snapbacks and hats.
That's right. Shout out to CatBeast.com, sponsored today's episode, man. Ma Maniere, man, got people speaking about a lot of serious issues out there. These shoes are amazing. Everyone wants them. They're beautiful. I want them. You want them. Your mother wants them. Probably your father wants. What you talking about my parents for? Your sister. Everyone and their mother wants these damn sneakers. And the way that Ma Maniere is doing it is, if hey, you want the opportunity to buy them, they want you to speak about what's going on in the world and what would you like to change, basically, and all that good stuff. So we're gonna react to people and their videos, because why wouldn't we, right? Let's hear what people got to say. Let's react to it. Hit that thumbs up button as you walk in here. People really enjoyed yesterday's video on it. We started yesterday. We're going to continue today. Shout out to Stretch. Stretch was just over here not too long ago. We hung out for a little bit. And, yeah, let's react to this, guys. Let's go to this first guy right here. Hear what he got to say. Let's rock. Hit 1, 2, 3 if you can hear the audio of this man, please.
To lend a helping hand to a young individual that needs your help. You can either, take them to school, help them with their homework. It's a lot of different things that you can do as an individual to help these little kids understand that they're worth more than what people think they're not, especially in the inner city. Our young Black and brown brothers and sisters. So that's the issue that's most important to me. It's the Black and brown inner city youth that we need to help. Deuces.
I like that.
Helping hand to a young individual.
Right. So that's one. I like what he got to say there. Got to the point. 45 seconds. Some people are doing 2-minute long videos, man. Let's hear what this man has to say.
Hi, guys. A voice has power. The most important issue to me right now, I think, is schooling, gun reform,
facts,
and health. Giving people the proper chance to get treated, even if they can afford it or don't have insurance. I think gun reform, I think it's good because there's too many people killing each other. I don't know. Just wish people would stop hurting each other. And I think everyone deserves to have a great education, opportunity to learn without paying thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, or being forced into student loans that they take a long time to repay back. And I really hope that my voice really does have power.
Your voice got power, but it's very low, my friend. I say that with love, man. I really got to concentrate on what this man is saying, but he is saying a lot of great things, though, like real things. So I appreciate what he's saying, but I got to bust his chops a little bit. This is really hard to see, hard to hear what the F he's saying, right?
I get to see a change one day, and I appreciate the opportunity, guys, and thank you.
All right. I like what he got to say, though. I do like what he got to say. I should like these guys' stuff too, right? I'm telling everyone to like my shit, and I ain't even liking theirs. Please like my video. Just hit the like. Takes 1 sec. See, I just did 2. Let's hear what this guy got to say. This guy looked like a school teacher or some shit. Remind me of he looked like a school teacher to me. I don't know why.
What's up, everybody? As you know, Ma Maniere and the Reebok Group has a goal to inform and educate citizens in preparations for tomorrow's election. Speaking as a college student and the new generation of voters, it is extremely important to vote and make your voice heard. Some of the things that I'm passionate about are the education system, sustainability, and many other things. But aside from these topics, there are many things that need to be dealt with in this upcoming election. For instance, the economy, But aside from that, within the sneaker community, there have been multiple instances of racism, specifically anti-Semitism, with the whole Yeezy situation. I hope this message will inspire you to vote and make your voice heard this election period. What's up, everybody? As you know,
our homeowner insurance companies accountable. Hey guys, this is Sean from Louisiana. This is something I normally don't do, so please bear with me just a little bit. One thing I would like to see our elected officials do a better job on is holding our homeowner insurance companies accountable. As many of you may or may not know, we did experience 2 major hurricanes a couple years ago that left South Louisiana in shambles. While a good part of our community has recovered, there are a lot that are still fighting with insurance companies because they refuse to pay for one reason or another. And if you decide to sue your insurance company and they are forced to pay, then you're receiving letters that you're being dropped. So I would like to see our officials, elected officials, hold these companies true to their word, true to the agreement that they made with us, the contract that was done with us when you agreed to insure our homes and we agreed to pay a premium for the peace of mind to protect our homes in case any disaster happened to us. So that's my take. Thanks, guys.
That was different. I like that. I mean, shit. I'm hearing a lot of the same stuff. So I like when people go a little bit out of the box with everything. Let's see what we got next. Someone's sharing this shit. Is this my voice has power. That's the hashtag, right? What is all of this? Nah, this ain't right. My voice has power. Isn't that the hashtag? My voice has power. Right? Okay. It must be something different. Let me go to Ma Maniere. Was it Maniere USA? That's the Instagram account. Let me just hit that actual hashtag. Maybe I wrote it wrong. Did you guys vote today too? My voice holds power, is it? Holy shit. My voice holds power. Okay.
Or the
Let's go to latest.
The social issue I'll be talking about is about the anti-Semitic comments recently.
Okay.
The Jewish community has struggled through a lot of hardships ever since the Holocaust, and I believe that with the recent social media that the Jewish community is still experiencing hatred and negative comments towards their community. They should be treated as equals and not be judged or dehumanized based off their religion, looks, race, or anything along those lines. What's happening recently is unacceptable and should not be allowed based off today's community standards. Thanks.
Okay. All right. I mean, I don't know what they're going to be looking at is what they're picking to. Like, what do you think people are picking? You think people are going to give him the opportunity to buy the shoe? And there's also a poll. Do you guys think that Ma Maniere is asking a little too much, or no? You guys like the idea of this? Talk to me, please.
Hey, my name is Jonathan Lucas. This election cycle was one of the most clear-cut contests of our lifetime. How could you vote for a Democrat? The head of the Democratic Party is the worst president since Andrew Johnson in 1866. I really believe the powers behind the throne put Mr. Biden up for the presidency so they can manipulate him to press an ultra-far-left agenda, an extremist agenda. At one time, Senator Biden had a bit of grace and dignity, but he has lost his ability to reason, to perform simple tasks, and to even act presidential. I truly feel sorry for him. I would like to know who is abusing this poor old man.
See, Gabe is thinking they're asking too much.
So tomorrow, on November the 8th, use the little bit of common sense you have to vote a straight Republican ticket. no matter your party affiliation. It's about the economy. It's about the price of the pump. It's about having formula on the shelves for our kids. It's about having our kids in school where they don't.
Hi, my name is Good. Hi, my name is Gurpreet Singh, and my Twitter tag is GUPPI777. Today, I'd like to talk about my community and the hate crimes against my community. I'm from Sikh community. I'm a Sikh, and so most of the hate crimes that I've seen against my community are all from nonsense reasons, and people think that we are some other community, but it's far from the truth. I don't want to name any other community. Just because we wear a turban and we got a beard, doesn't mean we are related to that particular community. I want to talk about my Sikh community. It's really peace-loving community, and we help a lot of people. Whoever's in need, you gotta go.
Oh,
if you are hungry, any homeless people.
Can you guys hear this man? Can you hear this guy or no? I know you can't hear me. I was muting myself, but could you hear what this man was saying or no? Just write yes, please. Yes? Okay, good. Because I'm trying to mute it, because I think if I mute myself, the audio is clearer. Okay, you hear.
You can go to any Sikh temple in major cities we have in California, in all the United States.
No doubt. Shout to Dr.
Go
Miller,
there
Sean.
and you can have free food,
King
healthy, vegetarian, free food whenever you go. And we do a lot of charities, and we're really peace-loving community. And I hope that this helps and that there's a difference.
Climate change. I think the issues that are important to me in this election are homelessness in the Los Angeles area and climate change. I think homelessness is a very important issue to address, and it's a very complicated issue. And what I've seen that we've done so far has not been as effective as I think it could be or should be. And then climate change obviously is really important for future generations. And as my family grows, that's something that's very important, that we leave the world in a better place than we found it.
All right. Look, 35 seconds. He banged out two different topics in 35 seconds. We watched a bunch yesterday, and it just seemed like a lot of just rambling for a while, No offense, but let's see what this man has to speak on is. Oh, let me make you big screen. Let's go. Is he taking a shit? Because you see the shower curtain back there, right? You think he's pooping or no? I think he's in the bathroom. You think he's pooping? Let me know. Right? Is he pooping or not? And if you're watching a playback, leave in the chat. The guy in the orange shirt was pooping or not. Let me know. Look, more power to him, man. If you feel comfortable taking a dump while filming a video, shit, you may have inspired me to go on Instagram Live later and drop a deuce. Who knows? It could happen. The issue I want to speak on is the division in our country. We're divided in every way. It seems like the media wants to keep us divided, whether it be race, religion. Reggie just let one go. I'm not trying to be disrespectful what he got to say. Let's listen to what he said. Let me shut the F up and be respectful. I'm just, trying to crack jokes. It's a live show. Let's go. The issue I want to speak on is the division in our country. We're divided in every way. It seems like the media wants to keep us divided, whether it be race, religion, wealth, Republican, Democrat. As long as they keep us divided, then they're in control. And hit the like, guys, please. I think it's very important that we come together and love our fellow neighbor and love our fellow human beings and
come together as one to make the nation a better country, to make the world a better place for the future.
Better wash them hands, man. I'm just playing. Oh, that's sweet. We're here to vote. What's this lady saying? Oh, she's just voting.
We're at our election polls at the school, and we are here to protect women's reproductive rights. Okay. All right, we're here to.
Oh, look at that little boy. He's like, man, what are we doing here? Is he crying, this man? He looks like he's got, or maybe he's just got a little shininess under his skin. At first, I thought he was tearing. Let's go.
Secretary Jared Perdue of the Florida Department of Transportation.
Okay.
The concern I have is for the pedestrians and cyclists of Florida. We are in the top 5 in the nation of pedestrian deaths, with Black and Hispanic people having,
damn, that's crazy,
a higher fatality rate. And that's partially due to accidents happening more in low-income areas. And also with the increasing amount of homes being built in our communities, it creates even more traffic that our current roads can actually safely handle. Whether it's adding better sidewalks, illuminating crosswalks, or even requiring periodic driver's awareness training to maintain our licenses, something has to stop these fatal accidents from occurring.
Yeah, makes sense. Hey, people need to start wearing them reflector jackets or some shit, like them little old lady cross guards. Remember when you were a kid and they make you cross the road and shit? You may need to wear one of those so you don't. Was this guy about to bust a rap?
In our communities. So one issue that is near and dear. Shout out to Ma Maniere for allowing us to highlight the issues in the world. Shout out to Ma Maniere for allowing.
It's A, right? Or is it A?
Hey y'all. Shout out to A.
Write A or I in the chat. I always call it Ma Maniere.
Hey y'all, shout out to Ma Maniere for allowing us to highlight the issues in the world in our communities. So one issue that is near and dear to me would be abortion. And to make things short and sweet, I believe it's ultimately up to the woman carrying the child to make the decision on what to do with their body, and not some dudes in Congress.
All right. That's a subject a lot of people got a lot of opinions for. Definitely. Let's see what this one is. Jesus Christ, this guy got the clouds behind him. What we got here?
How there wasn't as much CO2. In our day and age, have you noticed how you can't breathe as well? How the oxygen used to be richer with more oxygen?
Nope, I didn't. Did you guys? My lungs have been fucked up from me abusing it with other things when I was younger. But
how there wasn't as much CO2 in the environment. I bet I can tell you who does know that. The polar bears and the penguins. As their ice is melting away and their habitat leaves, they're going to get eaten up by the orcas.
Oh,
or maybe
shit.
drowned.
Damn.
It could be over for all of them. You never see them again. The only place would be a zoo. But we don't want that. We want them to thrive in their natural habitat.
Hell yeah.
See, what you're doing is you're driving your car and you're putting all that CO2 in the atmosphere, and it's going over and it's getting heated by the sun.
Look, you see the shit in the sky right there. That's that damn CO2 on this ceiling right there.
Like,
the smog.
It's warming up the ice, and ice is melting in the water. And that some of them can't swim, and like they can't swim forever too. So like they're gonna die either way. You know what's gonna happen to that water? Sea levels are gonna rise. It's gonna come drown like half that world.
Damn, man, you really describing this shit. You're making me kind of sad, bro. And I don't know, man. You look like you've been smoking a fucking chimney, B. I'm not mad at you, though. You may not be. You may be straight as an arrow, but you look like you smoked a damn chimney. You guys think he was a little toasty or no? Burning them funny cigarettes with no labels or no? Let me know. Let's see what this man got to say right here.
My name is Andrew, and I'd like to bring awareness for Asian hate crimes. There has been an influence on Asian hate crimes, so blame and accuse a student for COVID-19. And just 3 days ago in New York, a group of Filipino journalists who visited Washington, D.C. in New York on a reporting trip witnessed firsthand of Asian slurs by women. What can we do? Us on a platform to bring awareness, right? So we could support the immediate needs of Asian American and Pacific Islander communities. We could sign community statements, donate to their cause, and share resources to help further their needs and goals. And thank you for giving me this platform for a chance to run the Ma Maniere forward.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta stop Asian hate, black hate, every hate. Like, you know, for real. It's sad. It's sad 2022 that people still have hate because of how they look. I mean, hate someone because they're an asshole, not because how they look. I just can't understand that shit, man. And also, I don't understand why people are thinking this platform. The platform is Twitter, which you guys should be sharing more of your opinions on. And I hope that this is something that you guys may start sharing more opinions on, even if it doesn't have to do with getting those beautiful sneakers. Let's share our opinions, right? Like that's the whole thing, not just for a pair of effing sneakers. Oh, I'm going too far. Let's go here.
Really important.
Hold on. I feel like we did this guy yesterday. Pause. That sounded really crazy.
The biggest issues for me that are really important are the abortion issues.
Yeah, we did this dude yesterday. Pause.
I feel like politicians or anyone for that matter should not have a say on a woman's body. I have a young daughter, and for people in politics to dictate what she can do with her body just doesn't sit right with me. I think I read somewhere, it was like a meme, that the people that are making these decisions are the same people who couldn't get any in high school or in college.
I mean, that's so stupid, that analogy right there. I mean, people just are anti that because they believe that you're taking away a life, you know? So that's why. It has nothing to do if you're getting laid or not when you're in high school. That's pretty ignorant to think that. Not saying I am for or against it, you know, I'm just saying, like, that just was weird, his video. I said it with love. Okay, let's see what this video is all about. Let's listen to this person.
Hey, so I want to talk about trans rights, but specifically, I'd really like to make this video to the people who either are...
I gotta make this louder. I can't hear this person. It's like the other guy that was like really quiet. Make it a little louder. I think my headphone is a little low. Let's go.
Hey, so I want to talk about trans rights, but specifically, I'd really like to make this video to the people who either are voting against trans bills or who don't believe in trans rights or who just don't believe in trans people, right? It's not to vilify you. I just want to start a conversation, maybe dispel some of the myths. And look, I can't get over a lifetime of opinion and experience that tells you one thing. But if I can open the door to conversation just a little bit, that's enough for me, right? Look, I know you don't always believe in trans people. We don't always believe in ourselves, okay? Anything that you can say to or about us, we've already thought it. We're probably thinking it right now, okay? But we're just asking for the space to be able to ask those questions of ourselves and to go.
What's that? Is that a turtle right by the right shoulder or left shoulder? What is that animal in the shoulder? Or is that a cat? What is that? It moved a little bit. I'm listening to what this person's saying. I'm not trying to be ignorant. I'm distracted by that. That's a cat, right? Is it? I wish that this person would speak. See, like, I wish that this person would speak about transgender in the sneaker community or something. When I seen this and I first started hearing this person speak, I said, oh, well, maybe they'll talk about transgenders in the sneaker community, because we don't really hear about that. Gotta be transgender sneakerheads, right? But I don't see them. So I was like, oh, maybe we'll hear something about that. I was hoping we'd hear that, but we'll continue. I think that's a cat. It looked like a damn, maybe I'm just high or something. I thought it was a damn turtle for a second.
Don't believe in trans rights or who just don't believe in trans people, right? It's not.
Okay, it did look like a turtle.
I just want to start a conversation, maybe dispel some of the myths and Look, I can't get over
Shinsei, what up?
time of opinion and experience that tells you one thing. But if I can open the door to conversation just a little bit, that's enough for me, right? Look, I know you don't always believe in trans people. We don't always believe in ourselves, okay? Anything that you can say to or about us, we've already thought it. We're probably thinking it right now, okay? But we're just asking for the space to be able to ask those questions of ourselves and to go through our lives the same way everybody else does, right? We're not asking for any special permissions or privileges. I think
that shit looks like a fucking turtle, bro. Tell me that don't look like a turtle right there, man. That shit looks like a turtle. It's a kitten though. They look like a fucking turtle, man. Let's continue. So basically talking about, you know, transgender folks and, you know, how they're just like everyone else. That's what I'm getting at. I mean, as I said, everyone, you got great people and you got shitty people, no matter gender, race, you know, preference, right? There's great people, there's shitty people, right? So, I mean, that's just the way I look at it. I love everyone.
Really turned us into stereotypes or caricatures, right? Where we're caught up in identity politics. And if you're trans, then you must be for this and this, and you're against this and that. It's separate from that. We just want to live, right? We're not a monolith. We're not a boogeyman. We're not coming for your kids, or we're not, you know, turning everybody trans. 2% of the population is trans, less than, right? I mean, it's still a large number of people who deserve those rights, but it's a small percent, right? It's not going to magically turn everybody trans if we start allowing these rights, and we're not going to go away either, right? So you might as well learn to live with us.
I think people that are anti-trans or insecure about their sexuality. I really do. I don't see what the problem is, why people have so much anger toward the transgender community. I almost feel like maybe they're maybe, you know, there's more things going on with them, you know. It could be the case, but you know, I respect the bravery. I'll hit the like button on that. I respect the bravery. I respect everyone's bravery doing this.
So lame.
Oh yeah, we did this dude already. Pause. It always sounds crazy when I say that. I'm not doing no dudes. I feel like I may have heard this guy too. We'll see. Let's see.
One of the topics that really hits home for me right now is really access to education. I'm very blessed.
Boy, what up, baby? Hit the like button, guys.
The family that I do.
Don't forget, we got super chat too. Show love.
You know, I'm 28 years old, living at home. You know, trying to work, trying to pay off my loans so I can put myself in a better spot. You know, 15, 20 years from now. But I've seen it firsthand. I volunteered in inner city, kind of like education school, after school programs in the city of Buffalo, and seen, you know, firsthand what those kids deal with. And I think it's really important for us to make sure that everybody has access to not only, you know, food in schools and lunch in schools, depending on the backgrounds that they come from, but also the access to the tools, the encouragement to go to college and do these things, even if members in their family haven't already. But also education on, you know, what are your options if you don't want to go to college? Why are we forcing people to go to college and saying, oh, you know, you're not gonna be able to do anything if you don't have a college degree? Why don't we start investing more in education on, you know, tools and trades and other options, and encouraging people to, you know, become entrepreneurs and take their own path? And really see their own vision instead of, you know, you gotta go to school, you gotta go to college.
Damn, I'm muted.
But if
okay, let me say what I was saying again. What I was saying before was I kind of disagree about the entrepreneurship thing. Like, a lot of kids are making a lot of money right now at a young age. So I kind of disagree with all of that, you know. There's so many outlets for people to learn how to make money on Instagram, Twitter, and all that shit, YouTube, and all of that. So, and college is important. Depending if they're like certain jobs, you need to go to college, right? So, I respect his thoughts though, 100%. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Okay, let's hear what this guy got to say.
This is my video submission for the Jordan for our mom years. My problem with today's society is discrimination. That's been going on for years.
Shit, the wheels.
And I'm more specifically targeting discrimination towards African Americans.
Come on, man. Why is this shit spinning like this? Did I run out on my AOL dial-up shit? I need a new CD, maybe.
And that's been going on for years. And I'm more specifically targeting discrimination towards African Americans. As African American man,
God, I want to hear what he has to say. Let me refresh. It brought me back here. Come on, bro. You gotta be shitting me. Hit that like button, guys. Let me get to that chat in just a second. Show that love and support for the show, please, if you would. All right, we just watched his video. Let me like his video too. I'm trying to like everyone's. Is this the guy? Now it's blank. All right, something happened with this dude's video. Shit. Why? Oh, it says it's not available now. Oh, he just deleted it while we were watching it. How crazy is that? All right, let's hear what this man has.
I want to do a quick video, and this is in reply to Ma Maniere for the Jordan 4s.
Hey.
About current political issues that I care about most. So the current things, political and economical issues that I see as the biggest issues in our world right now is just that everything has raised in price and people's salaries really haven't raised. So a lot of, and everything else, I mean, salaries haven't raised, but everything else is raised in price. And a lot of people are struggling right now to keep their head above water.
Facts.
And then we also have climate change coming in hard. And then we also have people that are misjudged and being bad people when they're not. And, you know, we have discrimination and all those things. So that's my main things that I care about most. And also, you know, locking people up for cannabis use and stuff like that still goes on a lot in our country. And that shouldn't really be a big deal, in my opinion. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching and taking time out to see this video of my current most cared about political issues. Thank you.
Especially how hi. One of the issues that are very important to me is about gun control, especially how easily at times guns can be taken inside schools.
Damn, I keep muting myself.
Children or teenagers to use them for scare tactics, intimidation, or even more than that. I feel that teachers need to be educated how to watch out for situations like this. Or even if they can even hold focus groups with students randomly to see if there's any information or anything that they can get, especially educate these students how much in danger they can be if they don't speak. It is very important.
That's true. I mean, kids need to watch out for tips on if they see someone about to do some crazy shit or talking about doing crazy shit, I mean, that's my interpretation of what he's saying. It's messed up. I drop my kids off at school and I tell them, I love you and be careful. What the fuck am I telling my kids to be careful for? But in this day and age, you got to tell your kids to be careful. Be safe. I've taught my kids what to do if something crazy happens in the school. Real talk. I'll suggest you guys do that too to your kids, just in case some shit starts lighting off or some crazy happens. Because it's happening all over the world. It's crazy.
For them to speak out and avoid all these things that can happen when these weapons get inside schools. I feel also the city or the state in general needs to send out information to parents how to properly secure and make sure that these weapons do not get in our children's hands, and especially take them to school for harm.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for listening, and hopefully something like this is taken seriously and get done as soon as possible.
That's right. We got to be real here. They're not going to ban the guns. It's never going to happen, right? So, I mean, we got to figure out ways to protect our children out there in these schools, man. Like, real talk. I mean, like that. That was one of my favorite ones of the actual this evening. We're getting a lot of good ones tonight. We had some good ones yesterday. Watch yesterday's video. Shout out to Sneaker Kings, man. Thank you for the donation. Let's hit that promo.
I'm out here and I'm scrolling down Instagram, and I see my good friend Charlemagne did an interview talking about Tom Brady is the greatest athlete of all time over Michael Jordan. Well, what type of crack cocaine they got out there in New York? Because, nigga, you tripping. Didn't Tom Brady lose 3 Super Bowls? Michael Jordan never lost in the finals. Matter of fact, Michael Jordan never even been to a Game 7. You know why? Because you talk slick and I'm going to ice your ass in 6. He get niggas out of here. Michael Jordan was so good that he won 3 championships and then told them niggas, y'all can't guard me. This shit getting boring. I quit. I'm going to go play baseball because you niggas can't fuck with me. One played baseball for 2 years and then came back and won another 3. So if he never left, he would have won 8 championships in a row. Michael Jordan is 111 years old right now, still selling more sneaks than every nigga in the NBA. Right now, your kids never seen Michael Jordan play ever in life, but they want a pair of Jordans.
Boom, boom, boom! What's good?
What's good? It's the Sneaker Kings who's with us right now, man. What's up, brother?
Bong, bong.
My
What's
man,
going on, brother?
he said, dude, look mad. Yeah, he looked passionate, man. He looked like a tough guy, maybe, right? Face like
He actually looks like Zaya.
Oh God, no. Please, that's very insulting. That sucked to look like that fucking idiot.
Is basically
Oh, really?
Oh,
I don't know.
All right. Let's watch this guy.
All right. So the cause that I am into is basically just giving back to the children of America, especially in the inner cities. I think the biggest thing is figuring out how to usher the next generation into a community of
100%
learning how to
sure.
be engineers, working in IT, definitely learning about real estate, things that are going to help children, especially Black children.
I mean, they teach the kids so much shit in school they're never going to use when they get older, I mean, shit.
Expand across,
right.
Different generations. I feel like these days, kids don't have after-school programs as well as just things that's going to put them on the right path. A lot of our children are just in their rooms, on the internet, just learning things from TikTok versus now where it's just like we need more programs and communities that's going to, just usher our youth into, different directions to, one, create generational wealth, usher them towards a better education, and just giving them things to do other than just being on the internet all day and listening to music or being influenced by certain outside influences. So my cause is just really, the things I care about is really just teaching children just other ways outside of just the everyday regular education, kids, especially Black children, need to be geared towards things that are gonna make them, just better for the future. And that's engineering, that's IT, that's learning how to do real estate and things like that. I did vote today. I voted for Stacey Abrams. Definitely a Georgia native. So, yep, that's my cause. Hopefully I win the Ma Maniere Jordan Forest. I'm all about supporting Black businesses as well. Another cause of mine is definitely putting more money into starting small businesses, because when small businesses do well, communities do better. So small businesses are what run America. So just starting more, finding more ways to start small businesses that give back to the community and give back to the children. So
good video, man. He did
I
220.
agree with him.
I liked his 220. Went over
Yeah,
the
me
time,
too.
but he wasn't. Some of these long ass videos, they stumbling around like they fucking tap dancing around the shit.
Yeah, that guy got to the point.
Yeah,
I liked him a lot. He had
I
a
did
lot
too.
of good shit, a lot of good stuff to say.
Yeah, I hope he gets them. All right, let's see what this man has to say.
Yo, first off, shout out to Ma Maniere for giving us a chance of having our voices heard.
Ma Maniere didn't give you the chance to get your voice heard. Okay, people, let's stop saying that, man. You can speak, but be careful when you speak, because it's cancel culture. You make a chance canceled out there in these streets. All right, please be careful what you saying.
Angeles, so out here, the main thing that concerns us and everybody is, the Black and brown community being harassed and just getting shot for no reason from these cops. They gotta hold them accountable. We gotta be able to vote the right people in the right places, and have our voices heard in the community, that these people are just taking advantage of us and pulling us over, pulling out guns, shooting us, and making us like worthless, like if we're nothing and they're higher up. So once again, shout out Ma Maniere for giving us a chance to do this, and hope we can take control of our cop situation here in LA. That's very bad, for sure.
I like
it. First off,
let me like his shit.
Shout out to Ma Maniere.
Isn't it Ma Maniere or is it Ma Maniere? And I'm saying the shit wrong.
No, it's Ma Maniere.
That's what I thought. I wasn't talking to Alex. Jesus.
Yeah, well, things that are on my mind, of course, during this election season, but just in general, are accessible healthcare for everybody. Medicaid, Medicare for all, or just any actual accessible healthcare, preferably government subsidized, but
that'll never happen, sadly.
Mental health.
They got death panels in those anyway.
More very specifically for men as well as mothers. There's a lot that we go through that we don't speak about, or that it seems like society doesn't allow us to speak about.
Facts.
We want to kind of give that a bigger platform, and of course, and probably the most important thing, which leads to so many problems, is the lack of affordable housing. And not affordable housing in name, but actual affordable housing in action. Where there's affordable housing, quote unquote, and it's like $2,000. That's not affordable housing. Especially in the bigger cities where you have to work 2-3 jobs just to try to make the rent. All right, those are the things that matter to me, and hopefully this touches someone, and we can make a change.
I agree with him. I also think, though, if you can't afford where you live in, it's time to move, baby. Sometimes living in the big city is expensive. You got to move out of the big city too, right? Oh, we got a trio right here. Shit.
It looks like they all got the Ma Maniere 4 already. They're
right.
not happy they are right there.
Yeah, it looked like they got them on feet right now.
This is our submission for the Ma Maniere Air Jordan 4.
I hope everyone.
They all fresh to death, chilling.
Look at the guy in the middle. He got him.
I love it.
Use your voice.
think my issue would probably be the underpayment of teachers in America. 'Cause I feel like teachers kind of have.
That's true. Teachers get paid shit. It's crazy. They're the ones teaching kids. And some of these teachers are idiots too out there, man. They got to pick better teachers at times, man. For real. Shit is scaring me.
Some of the most important jobs.
I agree
Not
with
saying
that.
my kids' teachers right now are idiots, but in the past, I've ran through a few.
Really, the future.
I ran through a couple myself.
Every day. So I think that's a pretty big issue.
My issue is representation in the classrooms. As a kid, you learn everything from your school, so if you're not learning from people that look like you, it's harder to retain it, it's harder to be understood. So I feel like that's one of the biggest things in developing the future leaders.
I think one of my biggest problems and issues would probably be student debt. I think students coming right out of college.
Yo, Chris, man, can you tell everyone in the background to shut the fuck up so we can hear you, please? Don't the people realize that they're trying to film something? Do you hear there's all these people in the background that sound like what are we doing here? Let these guys talk as I interrupt them.
I think students coming right out of college is dealing with a lot. With cost of living already being a lot, it puts students in a big hole. So student debt will probably be a major problem. And they have to deal with, gas prices and just cost of living.
I'm going in order on Twitter, man. I'm going to try to get to everyone's. Oh, shit. No. Did I just do this? All right. Let's go to the next one. That audio was bad on that one. Maybe it's because I have these headphones. Let's see what this guy got to say.
Another thing I like to talk about is the homelessness, which,
Wait a minute. Did he say, he said another thing?
So it's not getting all over the ground.
Yeah.
Another thing I like to talk about is the homelessness, which, intersects with the drug addiction, unfortunately. It can really affect everybody. It's not always just drug addiction. It can be people who have mental issues.
Facts.
People who are just down bad on their luck, unfortunately. And it really is unfortunate. And really more needs to be done with it as a whole. Need to get the help, as much as help we can for these people, get them off the street into these programs, bettering their life. Just anything we can do to try and get them off these streets, we need to try and do. And those are some of the issues that I think are most important to me. Thanks.
Maybe he did a first
not
part.
getting all over the ground.
I mean, what he said is true. Not everyone's a fucking drug addict that's homeless. That's for sure. What's this guy?
We have a mediocre mall.
Are you talking about the malls? What's this guy got to say?
Nothing for the kids. We have a mediocre mall.
Okay.
The bowling alley is usually used for mainly the adults. We have no skating rinks. These kids are out here in these streets just doing whatever. A lot of pregnancies coming up at young ages because their mind is not occupied with doing anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see a lot of our money go back to the community.
He's wearing a Bears shirt, so it's a good possibility.
Into the hands of people that's actually trying to do things for these kids to open.
This shit ended. I agree, though, man. We go. We got more.
Just anything, something. They really need to be occupied. It's sad. I mean, beyond nothing for the kids.
Yeah, these young cats. What they need. Okay, let's see what this one is.
So first and foremost, I would like to give a shout out to the Whitaker Group for providing this platform for people to voice their.
It's not. This is Twitter, baby. You stop thanking people for promoting their group. I feel like this is like promotion at the same time. I love you, girl, but I'm just saying, we got to stop thanking these people for having us basically promote their brands and their companies, right? I mean, shit. Or am I being too harsh? Maybe I am. I apologize. I'm saying it to everyone, not just this lovely lady right here.
Hi, everybody. Okay, so
just let her thank who she wants to thank.
Whitaker Group for providing this platform for people to voice their opinions and, share their concerns on the upcoming election and the different candidates and, how the world is moving. So, yes, big shout out to the Whitaker Group. Aside from that,
I don't even know what a Whitaker Group is. Am I supposed to know? What's the Whitaker Group? Do you know?
I don't, but she likes him, so maybe she could tell us about him a little bit more. Let's see what she has to say.
Shot, what's
Maybe.
this Whitaker group? Let me know, please.
I would like to share my personal opinion and how I feel about the candidates that I picked and what I'm passionate about, which is the education system and really
Facts.
school as a whole for children. But we're going to make the main focus education and, what kids are being taught in school and the different tools that they have access to. I feel like it should be fair game across the board. It doesn't matter if you're paying to go to school or if you're going to school in this neighborhood. I feel like all kids should have access to the same information and information that matters. I really haven't used anything about Christopher Columbus since I graduated. I haven't had to use
Christopher Columbus is a piece of shit, by the way, right?
Well, Christopher Columbus did not discover America,
No,
so
I
we don't
didn't.
need
That's
to use
bullshit.
them.
People, yeah.
America Vespucius discovered America.
Mm.
That's it. We don't need to talk about Christopher Columbus. He sailed down by Jamaica and around St. Thomas and all those little islands around there, the Virgin Islands.
Mhm.
Let's stop talking about Christopher Columbus in 1492. All right? America Vespucius discovered America. Thank
Yeah,
you.
F Christopher Columbus, man. Real talk. Fuck him.
Exactly.
Any of that. I feel like kids should be taught things in school that actually matter that they're going to use in
Facts. Exactly what we say. I love what she's saying.
the world. Financial literacy, like emotional intelligence, things like that, versus talking about how to kill a mockingbird. But that's just me. Anyways, I picked candidates that I felt like cared about the same thing that I cared about, and I hope that you guys picked candidates that you guys have some personal things that you guys care about and not just based off of Democrat or Republican. I hope you guys.
I love what she said right there. Because that shit is the stupidest thing. People vote just because they left or right. Vote on who you think's going to do the job better. That's like super gang mentality. And it makes no sense
My submission
whatsoever.
for the Jordan Force. My voice, your voice, everybody's voice holds power. Today's election day, and I encourage everybody eligible to go vote. What this today I want to discuss was gun violence in the community. It's not right for people to be scared in the community they live in. I am from Chicago. I see gun violence everywhere. Scared for family, friends nearby, and it's not right. There's no easy solution on this issue, but coming together and making change and speaking out and recognizing people getting affected by this can help. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak out about it. Hopefully I get recognized by this issue. Thank you for listening.
Okay.
All right. A lot of gang problems in Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago's crazy. All right. Shit. What happened here? There's got to be more. Okay, let's see what this person has to say.
My issue with the world right now is gun violence. Gun violence is a daily tragedy affecting the lives of individuals around the world. More than over 100 people die every day because of violence due to firearms. I strongly believe that we as a country need to come together to get this under control. I believe a person has the right to bear arms, but I believe that more testing and assessments should go into the process of determining whether that person should own a gun or not. If we don't adequately control how individuals own and use their firearms, this could amount in a breach of our obligation under the human rights law to protect rights and security of a person. Easy access to these firearms in circumstances can have an impact on our daily lives and on the community. This firearm violence can disrupt the functioning of schools, make students and their journeys to school and from school very dangerous. As we have seen lately in the media, gun violence within schools have alone skyrocketed. Again, I believe that people do have the right to bear arms, but it should only be for safety reasons and not intentional harm on others.
Right.
My name is Janaya Banks.
All right, we got a lot of women coming through now. I'm not mad at that. Let's hear what this lady has to say of her art in the background.
And I am a PhD student and special education teacher.
Respect.
One of the many reasons why I voted is because I have worked as a teacher and worked in education policy. And so oftentimes school board elections are overlooked as part of local elections, but they have such huge impacts, especially for marginalized communities. I work in special education, and so I've seen firsthand what happens when students get pushed out of school, when they're given extra discipline, suspensions, and expulsions, and when their resources are taken away from them. I've been in environments where schools have had their funding cut, where students with disabilities weren't able to get their modifications or accommodations, when parents had to go to board meetings and protests, or when they had to go reach out to the district or superintendent about issues that affected them, when school closures are happening, and when teachers themselves aren't in safe and secure ways that they can educate the rest of the population. I know that school board elections aren't always the most popular, and they're one of the least voted in elections at the county and local state level. But I think it's one of the most important ways to directly impact our community. It's something that I study and research, and that I've always pushed to work with students and families who may not always have access to resources and information that can better their health. That's why I voted this election and many other elections, and I know that my voice holds power.
All right.
She's right on that one.
Yep.
The issues that we have in our community is lack.
Oh. This is gonna be a long one. It's 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Shit.
Of teachers. We don't pay teachers enough to keep a job all year round. We get teachers that have 2 jobs, sometimes 3. When a teacher calls in, we don't have substitutes. We get emails from our kids' teacher saying, "Hey, sorry, but your kid doesn't have a teacher, but we will do our best to fill in with different teachers from different curriculums to try to finish a shift." And I think that is from the lack of respect that we give for these teachers, to not paying them what they need to be paid to keep their job, to have people interested in becoming a teacher. So that's one thing that I'll be voting for this year or today. And again, my submission is coming in at 5:22 Pacific time. So if I don't meet the deadlines to your standard, I mean, I saw that it was at 8 Eastern time, so my apologies. But I think that's going to be one of my issues in our community right now is school education, and the education that my little ones, especially coming from being a father of 6, I think.
Wow, 6 kids. Sheesh, that's a lot of children.
That's one thing.
Respect.
I want them to have that education, and I want teachers to be available. And again, we see it everywhere on very, very populated cities, towns, whatever.
All right, I know what's going on here.
What?
I know what's going on here.
What's going on?
Do you remember? It wasn't so long ago that they were letting. It doesn't matter the culture. It was they were letting the Mexicans, Colombians, everybody pass through the gate, and Biden let everybody pass through the gate, and Kamala Harris didn't want to go down there. So
no,
now,
I don't remember that. But continue,
yeah, well,
please.
it's a thing. Well, they kept letting them in. So now they finally got to where they were supposed to be at.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're voting, and you're finding out that these guys got 6+ kids and this and that. It's crazy. How are we as a country supposed to take care of other people from other countries When we're having problems with our
raffles
countries,
ever. I know it's different.
when we're having problem with our country's well-being and welfare as well. So that's what I mean.
That's
That's
your
what's gonna
opinion on it.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically,
All right. I
there's gonna
respect
be
your
a
opinion,
domino
man.
effect.
Shit is crazy, bro. This world is crazy. I don't even know what to say about everything. But let's continue. Let's hear what this man has to say.
Really thank y'all for this raffle. This raffle is very unique, and um, honestly, I just think it's one of the
And
greatest.
I want to know, guys in the chat, are they asking for too much? Is this too much to enter a raffle to buy a fucking sneaker? I think people should be getting these shits for free if they put themselves out there like this. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, I think people should be getting these shits for free. Just to buy the shoe? I mean, shit. That's a lot to do right here.
Raffles ever. I know it's
I'm
different,
pretty
and
sure
people probably
the
didn't
sneaker's
expect
gonna
it.
be
They
worth
probably
a
didn't
little
want to,
chunk of
enter.
change.
True.
I was very hesitant about it myself, but as I started looking at more of the video entries, I was just like, this raffle is really cool. It's a way to bring people together and just to, talk about those uncomfortable things that we really, I guess I would say as sneakerheads don't get to talk about.
Okay.
But my one of the things that I have issues with is just the violence surrounding schools, school
Yes.
shootings,
Horrible.
just everything concerning school. I have daughters. I got two daughters. I got a 12-year-old and I have a 5-year-old. And, personally, I don't fear for their safety because I believe that my kids are protected. And I mean, as we all should, but you just never know what could happen. I feel like in this day and age in the world, there's a lot more that can be done to ensure the safety of our kids. And we all, as communities, as the world, like law enforcement, everything, have to step up and make sure that these babies are protected from day to day. Whatever it takes, we have to figure that out. And I just think that we could do a better job at it, so.
I agree.
Yes.
I fear for my daughter every day.
I was saying earlier
So,
before you came on, I said when I drop my kids off, I said, listen, I love you and you be careful at school today. Like, real talk.
Yeah.
Like, you got it. It's fucking crazy the way the school is. Like, guys, let's hit that like button, bro. You're breaking my hearts right here. If y'all want to keep rocking, we did 1 hour already. I'm thinking about leaving, so y'all want to keep rocking, show love, please. Let me know that you guys are enjoying the show. Just interact, show love, hit the like, all that good stuff.
I mean, this guy's giving you quality knowledge, bro.
Yeah.
And you guys don't, you guys don't bless this man. This is sad, man. I'm gonna bless you right now, Dels.
I just want the likes is really important, man. Let me hit the like.
I put my like in.
Yeah, I like him. He's cool.
All right, let's see.
Guys, my name is Cole.
All right, what were you gonna say, Sneaker Kings? What is he? What are you gonna say?
I would say, let's see what this guy has to say.
Yeah, let's rock.
Peterson. I'm from Seattle, Washington.
Give me one. I gotta get a drink. I'm like so. When you're talking for an hour,
I got you.
You gotta get another drink. Try talking for 1 hour straight. Give me 1 second. I'm in the other room.
Yeah, Dels went to get a cold one. I hope everybody's day is going good.
I'm coming. Shout out to Stretch again. He came over not too long ago.
I got a couple of packages.
I was gonna go live with
today.
Stretch, and I realized I gotta listen to headphones when we're reacting to it, so it wasn't gonna really work right with Stretch next to me. All right, let's hear what this guy got to say. Let's go.
One issue that really has bothered me for a long time now is the homeless population.
Yep.
Especially in Seattle, Washington. Since COVID hit, it's just gotten there's homeless camps everywhere. On the sidewalk next to your house, on the on-ramps to a freeway. They're everywhere.
Bad,
and a few years back in 2018, I tried to help out a bit by gathering old shoes and seeing
That's
if
dope.
people had old shoes that I could donate. And then I went around and I found people to give them to, but obviously that's not enough. And I would love to see something happen where people give back more. The state tries to use a lot of the open vacant buildings that are around now since COVID hit. There's people not renting these big open buildings that could be a great space to house some of these people. But that's something that we have to figure out with our politicians and vote on. I've tried talking to a few people about doing something about that. It's a little more difficult than it seems.
And you know the sad thing is that saying it's a little more difficult than it seems. It's really not. It's just these politicians, I feel like at times don't want to do shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's like I feel like sometimes politicians look at the levels of the different classes from low class to middle class to high class. They just look at lower class as bottom feeders, and you know, like on some Drago shit, if he dies, he's dead. You know, like they just don't give a shit. A lot of politicians, just through my eyes, you know.
Yeah, I think it's a whole bunch of bullshit myself.
Yes.
But giving back and giving, like, us sneakerheads, I know this for me. You know, I've worked retail for a long time, and you gather a lot of stuff that we buy that we don't even need.
True.
But over the years, it just kind of piles up, and instead of just throwing it away or giving it to Goodwill for them to resell it and profit off of, why not find somebody to go give that product to who needs it more than you do? So that is an issue that's been on my mind for a while. Thank you.
No doubt.
No doubt, man. I got a as soon as I get my YouTube started, I have a non-profit organization coming. It's called Kicks for Kids.
Now, this video kind of serves.
Well, yeah, I remember you were saying something about that a while ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that off the road and going, and the more the merrier.
Yeah, that sounds cool, bro. You let me
Yeah,
know when you're
Kicks for
ready with that.
Kids.
Beautiful. Let's see what this man got to say.
What's good, everybody? Listen, this video is going to be slightly different than the sneaker videos that you're used to seeing on my page, but it is for a great cause. Now, this video kind of serves as a dual purpose to show support for Ma Maniere and their Air Jordan 4 release, and also it gives people an opportunity to talk about things that are important to them during election time. Now, I was born and raised in Pittsburgh, PA, McKeesport more specifically. It's a little on the outskirts, but it's still Pittsburgh. And trying to think of something to talk about in this video was difficult, not because I couldn't think of anything, but because I thought about too much. We can talk about the poverty, we can talk about the violence, we can talk about the drugs, we can talk about the homelessness, we can talk about the school system, we can talk about all these things. And I feel like that is so important during this election time. Homelessness is something that is personally always on my mind during this time of the year because it's getting cold out. You see where I'm going with this. It's much more of a intricate problem that requires more than just money to fix. And I think the last article I read said something along the lines of last year, there were just under 900 reported individuals that were homeless. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you really think about it, that's just the reported number. We know that there are more homeless people out there because homelessness, as far as numbers, is something that fluctuates all the time. So something I personally have to do a little bit more research on myself is that, is it a space problem? Is it a money issue? Is it being allocated in the best way?
It's money, man. But there's money out there in America. They're just using it on shit that's not that. A lot of that money's going to the rich. Let's see what this man has to say.
Hey, man. Hey, James.
James.
Hey, man. My submission is a few minutes late. I was at work.
Look. You sound like you got excuses, like his dog ate his homework and shit, right?
I wanted to get it out here.
I like James, though. Let's go.
Man, I want to use my voice, use the power of my voice to amplify the issues of Texas having the highest number of uninsured people in the U.S., particularly as it
Uninsured.
relates to children. Obviously, this is a huge problem because of the uninsured are up to 4 times less likely to have regular source of health care and are more likely to die from health-related problems. About 1 to
Damn, you got
6.
music playing in the background. Fuck. Let me try to let it a little more go.
And
Nah, I can't do that. I hear Drizzy in the background. Sorry, man.
I voted. Did you? My body, my choice.
Okay.
Elections are over.
All right. Let's hear what this man has to say. Damn,
Yeah,
another
Retro
2-minute
4.
video.
Something that is a plague in most communities through the United States and the Black neighborhoods is Black on Black violence. We as a people need to come together as a whole. Especially last week, living here in the city of Houston.
Rest in peace to
that
Takeoff.
event shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It's too many of us taking each other's lives from themselves and their families. Communication skills. You got to have that. That's something that needs to be addressed more. Speak with your words. Be the bigger person. Grow. Embrace each other. Now, we're not all going to always get along.
True.
There has to be some common ground as to where us as Black men can embrace one another. No need to not want to speak to another man because the fear of you being friendly, or it needs to be, how you doing, King? Good morning, King. How you doing, sir? What's going on, my brother? It doesn't need to be that, man, what he looking at? What is he looking at?
That shit is crazy.
Maybe he's admiring your attire. Maybe he's like, man, where he get that shirt from? Where'd he cop those shoes? It's not always about someone mean mugging you or hating you. Like, even with this, submitting this video, there's a lot of backlash on why we have to do this or why should this happen. Change is inevitable. It's going to happen. And if this changes the way sneakers are dropped, then this is what it is.
We'll see how it goes. Hopefully a lot of you guys get these damn sneakers. I like what you had to say there, my guy. Them 2-minute videos been making me nervous because I be catching some of them and they just tip-tapping around the fucking what they want to say. At least you actually delivered. Thank God. Let's see what this man has to say.
Yo, what's up? My name's Christian. Currently, I'm a 19-year-old student at University of California. So one of the main issues that really hits close to home with me and my family is the issue of voting within our country. I think it's currently a system that is deteriorating slowly and it's only breaking down even more. We got kids, youth, all ages of people losing trust in our system.
You got an interesting
what really
voice.
Matters to me is that, for me, I have younger siblings, younger brothers and sisters. I want them to be able to go to school and feel safe. I want these politicians to be held accountable for what they say they're going to do, because half the time they're not upholding their promises and it's just an endless cycle of nonsense. So this election period, I really can't stress enough, make sure you vote, because that way it's the best chance you can get your voices heard, can care for our tomorrow and really care for our future leaders, because they deserve to grow up in an environment that they can feel safe in and be supported.
All right. Let's hear what this man is.
On that Black and Latino youth.
Fuck, you got music playing. I can't do that. Damn.
Guzman Ortiz, and this is my response to the Ma Maniere poll question. When you ask me what's important to me, the first thing I think about is homelessness and poverty. It's easy to overlook something like this living in Boston, which is a hub of research with rich infrastructure. But one thing that we need to work on is homelessness and poverty. there are too many areas who
You look like Sean with hair, like wild hair. You look like Sean if Sean wore glasses and wild hair.
ridden with drugs and violence.
I
And I
think
live
those are
and
Jerry
I can
curls.
say from experience that I am tired.
He said
We need
Jerry
change.
curl. Jesus Christ.
People on the streets need
No,
help.
It's that.
People
It's
need
that
homes.
so
People need food.
low.
And the city of Boston needs to do more to give that to people. And how do we do that? We
Crazy.
vote. We need to vote for people who are actively seeking change, who are actively
He said
trying to help
chocolate
people.
rain.
There are not a lot of people who's doing so.
Nah, what
And I
he's saying
thank
is
Ma
good.
Maniere for giving me the voice to.
Nah, Ma Maniere didn't give you the voice, okay? Let's stop that, all right? You have a voice, use it. Use it after this, okay?
All right.
I'm not trying to diss Ma Maniere, but I
Yeah.
hate how everyone's saying that. Go ahead.
Who's giving Who's giving them the platform to talk?
Twitter, because that's where they're posting it.
All right, so it's not on my mind yet.
Yeah.
So everybody's just on there because they want the sneakers. Yeah.
Yeah. Stop thanking them, man. Guys, speak your mind. Women, speak your mind, man. Like, we shouldn't be just doing this because of a pair of shoes. That's the one
You
thing I
got that.
don't like
You got
about the
that
whole
soul glow on.
Nah, you don't got the spray. If you got that spray, it'll be oh so silky smooth.
Bring
so glow
these sort of problems and topics
You look like Sean
to
with
my
glasses and
city's
hair.
attention. Our city is focused on doing other things like fixing our roads, and yes, that's important, but one thing that's even more important is the people that walk on them, who traverse those roads, as without them, who will carry our city? And so I plead to our city once again to focus on poverty and homelessness, give people homes and food and resources.
Yeah, fix the effing roads. Damn
You know what?
potholes.
You know what? I remember back in the day. You know, we're not going back too far,
Okay.
but when somebody needed a meal or somebody needed a shirt or something like that, you could always go to my grandmother's house. Old school Italian. Old school Italian. She'll feed you.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at this. Go ahead,
Yeah.
please.
Nah, she'll feed you. She'll give you a shirt and send you on your way, man. That's how it was. Back then, community was so tight that
Yeah. Now they turn your back right on you.
they leave the doors unlocked back then.
No, you're right. I did a video and I spoke about that on my shit. They don't. Now it's different, bro. Yo, this guy Jeremiah. Not to cut you off. I just wanted to get. I can't help myself.
Yeah, I
I'm
see
sorry.
it.
He says, for the record, I wasn't taking a shit. I just got out of the shower, laughed my ass off, but for real, love one another and unite. Stop the division. You're right, man. Yo, that's great. You caught the video, bro. That's amazing. And I liked your video. That was a great video, bro.
And even if he did take a shit, he's clean now.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of disappointed you weren't shitting. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Yo, let's turn up, man, for the $10 dono. My man Sneaker Kings, man. He know what time it is, man. Let's turn up.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Stop it. Watch how I do.
Boom, boom, boom. What's good?
It's good as the Sneaker Kings, man, showing that love and support. Shout out to Lexi in here.
Bong,
Shout out to
bong,
David.
bong.
Bong, 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 man. Shout out to my dude right here, Jeremiah, who was pooping during his video. I'm just kidding. He wasn't pooping. Let's listen to what this man has to say, this young man right here. Let's do it, man. Hit that like button as you walk in, please. Pretty please with sugar on top. I don't know. It's 16 minutes long. He may be saying something crazy or trolling. Let's see.
Hi, I'm Ma Maniere. What's important to me is gun violence and voting. Today is election day, and I encourage everybody to go out and vote, because the only way to fix gun violence is by electing the right representatives. And
this shit ain't getting fixed, sadly, in my
I
opinion.
thought he said gun violence and booty.
State specifically, Kentucky.
Hey, listen. Maybe if people got more booty, there wouldn't be so much gun violence. You know what I mean? Maybe I think I was telling Stretch earlier, they need to legalize like weed and prostitution, man, because weed keeps you cool and sex always relaxes you too. So if you made it legal to do both, maybe people wouldn't be so damn angry and frustrated all the time, ready to shoot each other, right? Possibly.
Yeah, but you know what it is? I don't even think it's like that, Delz. People had enough crap, and they have crap in their lives. They don't need crap coming from elsewhere.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You got your own problems. I got my own problems. I don't need shit coming from above to hit me in the back. You know.
I understand what you're saying. Let's hear what this young man got to say.
Okay, so the most important problem I see in my state, specifically Kentucky, is racism. As someone in a biracial relationship, I get judged constantly for being in it, and also get racist comments.
That's sad.
I feel as though that's...
Why are people judged biracial relationships 2022? It's the weirdest shit ever, man. Like, it's 2022, for Christ's sakes.
It's the biggest problem we have right now in America, that and the justice system. But overall, it's racism. I want a size 10, and yeah, thank you.
I think that was the first video we actually heard someone say what size they were. Matter of fact, it was. Let's see what he got to say.
I believe this provides a timely reflection on how, as citizens, as neighbors, and as brothers and sisters, we interact within the community, and I hope this provides a little bit of an open mic to really be able to engage in some dialogue, and some deep dialogue in the community. So with the Whitaker's group origin, in my recent chapter being Pittsburgh, I want to at least give some light on, I believe, what a universal issue or concern for all communities abroad, domestically, and give some flowers to some organizations that I believe are truly be able to tackle them. And so, and I assume that it was probably worse previously, but there's still some very harsh food deserts
I think
in the area.
he might be on the Falcons practice squad.
I truly believe that it further entrenches these at-risk
Yeah?
communities and stagnation of the climate.
Oh, no.
So on the aspect of actually being able to create these routes and these roads to bring that proper nutrition where people are, I had to give flowers to
I don't think so.
Food Rescue. The network of food suppliers, donators, volunteers, and systems business models that they've been able to create is remarkable. And it's great to be able to see that their business model is truly being able to pick up within Western Pennsylvania, but also being able to cross state borders within a few different states within the Midwest and the South and the West Coast. The education side, the Pittsburgh branch of Common Threads, that leadership really truly celebrates the ethnic diversities.
Damn, this feels like a long video.
And really the importance of being where people are, and the education aspect of teaching people really what the impact of their health and life.
All right, I like those Jordan ones in the background. I see them. Let's see what this
mental
woman
health
has to say.
Is critical to enable a
This is someone's mom trying to get sneakers for the kid.
successful future for the new generations. All schools should work on having resources available that teach even the youngest kids the importance of taking a deep breath to soothe any anxiety or nervousness, and also to learn how to quiet their minds. These are invaluable tools that have been proven to change how a person reacts to stress and could be critical for a kid's future. Kids' mental health.
All right.
Birmingham, Alabama, and an
That
issue that's most important to
What's
me.
up?
That last one, I might have to buy that lady a shoe because
You loved it?
no, I think her kid put her up to doing it, and the kid's probably mentally challenged, and she looked like she was at gunpoint.
Damn.
Yeah, man. I don't know what his size is, but we got to get one down there immediately. So,
All right. You put it out there, they'll reach out.
yeah, try to get a name and number.
I'm not going that much out of my way, but if they watch the show, they can hit us up.
All right.
I got my own fucking problems. I'm gonna be honest with you. My problems are crazy myself. Hit the like button, please. It'll help me with my problems. I got bills to pay myself.
That I feel
I
needs to be
hit the like
addressed is the
button
issue.
already.
Rico Wilson, and I stay in Birmingham, Alabama. And an issue that's most important to me that I feel needs to be addressed is the issue of natural hair in the workplace. Recently, I was part of an inclusivity training where it was revealed to me at work that several of my coworkers were, for lack of a better word, harassed for wearing their natural hair at work. I think that not being allowed to do so while in the workplace doesn't help to push the conversation forward in ways that we have in the past with being included, with being a part of the Black and Brown community. So this is a conversation that I feel is past due and needs to be highlighted even more so than it already has. Rico Wilson, and I stay.
That guy has really nothing else important to say.
That's your opinion on him, huh?
Oh yeah.
Shit, I'm getting
Hair in
I'm
the
getting tired of
workplace.
watching these shits. I'm gonna be honest with you. How are we doing on likes?
Yo, what are we doing on sneakers? What sneakers are coming out this week? There's
Oh
some
yeah,
good
tomorrow
sneakers.
we got a banger coming.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I gotta get some sleep. We may get out of here in a minute. 82 votes. Says I'm Ma Maniere asking too much. They asking too much just to buy their shoe. 78% says yes, and 22 says no. But 78%
What are
is a
they?
big amount.
225?
Yeah, but they're just saying like to do all this shit is a little much. That's what they're saying, you know? Like it's a little much.
I mean, I agree.
I think it is too. I mean, at this, like, you like shit. Give a motherfucker the shoes if you're gonna ask for so much for people to do. You know, it's a lot for people to do.
Well, the Jackie Robinson, didn't you have to write an essay?
That was just one retailer. That was that one retailer.
Oh, okay. I got you.
But shit, man, I'm about to get up out of here. Any final words before you go, broski?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Sneaker Kings coming soon to YouTube. It's gonna be amazing.
Hell yeah.
There is even gonna be a throne involved.
What?
So there will be a throne involved.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And what I'm gonna do to all the competitors that I beat on your show, I'm gonna kind of like, you know how they melt down their swords.
I'm gonna put it in the background.
I'm gonna kind of Velcro the shoe to the side.
That's wild.
And just have shoes all over the throne.
Jesus Christ. Well, shit,
Yeah,
man. It was good seeing you, man. I'm about to run up out of here, man.
Yeah, man. Delz, get yours. Pineapple party.
Yes, sir. You already know what time it is. Much love.
I already know what time it is, Delz.
Bang, bang. Oh, man. Well, yo, guys, thank you so much for coming through. I hope you guys had fun. Yo, he is funny. My voice has power. Yes, your voice does have power, guys. And let me tell you something. you guys could speak your minds even without this contest. I hope everyone that does these contests wins, because I mean, I just feel like it's a lot for you to do just to win a fucking opportunity to buy a pair of shoes. But I guess it shows who really wants the fucking shoes too, right? So that's the case too, right? But whenever you're mixing kind of like political views with stuff like sneakers, it kind of puts a weird taste in a lot of people's mouths. It was fun, bro. Salute. I may do more of these maybe tomorrow, but we will be live tomorrow for the Air Jordan 7 release. Hopefully, God willing, all right, in the morning. Much love, guys. Love y'all. Bong bong. I'm DJ Delz. Follow my Twitter, Instagram at DJ Delz. If you enjoyed the show, I'm a content creator. YouTube shadow bans all my videos, so I don't really earn shit here. So feel free to send a Cash App or a PayPal and leave a little something in the memo so I can shout you out on the next show. And don't forget, we got my Sneaker Addict t-shirts and a whole lot of dope shit. Sneakers you may want to pick up in the description box below. Sneaker cleaner, these boxes, all types of shit. So dig into the description boxes. Love y'all. Bong bong.